What's up, people? Welcome back to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. I hope everyone is doing well on this Wednesday evening here in the UK. We've obviously just watched the first pre-season match of the year. Manchester United beating Leeds 2-0. 2 goals from Emeran and another from Hojlund. It was a pretty boring game, but the second half of the game, the youth players, honestly, they completely outdid themselves. So hats off to the youth team. They did really, really well in that second half. If you did watch the watch along, then massive shout outs to you. Really, really enjoyable first watch along on the channel. So big ups to you. But most importantly, we are here now for the evening show, which of course is more about transfers, is about news, etc, etc. So do get involved in the live chat, do smash a like on the video, and let's jump straight into it. We've got loads to get into on the show this evening, guys. So much. We're going to be talking about, a little bit about Joao Felix deal. We're going to be talking about Rasmus Hoyland. We've got some updates there. We've got news on Mason Greenwood. We've got news on Onana. We've got news on a potential bid for Gonzalo Ramos. We've got news about Scott McTominay, Sergeant Ratcliffe. Honestly, we have got so much to talk about on the show this evening, guys. So do get involved in the live chat. Do smash a like on the video and do subscribe if you're new. Let's kick off the show with some news about Onana. So we've had a story coming out in the last half an hour or so from Fabrizio Romano saying, well, it's a direct quote from the Inter Milan coach. He says, Onana to Manchester United. He's an Inter Milan player today, and tomorrow he's called up for the pre-season camp. So, if any of you guys were unaware, Inter Milan's pre-season camp starts tomorrow, and Onana is expected to report to that camp. He goes on to say that the market is unpredictable. We know Italian clubs need to sell before signing new players. That's the reality. So, as it stands, guys, we're still waiting for the Onana. Here we go. Onana is expected to be at Inter Milan tomorrow for the beginning of the pre-season camp. It's so frustrating. I don't know what's taking these people so long, but it is what it is. There's not really too much we can do about it, guys. We've got to try and stay positive. I'm staying positive. I hope you are as well. And I do hope we'll get the here we go on Onana very soon. But I thought I'd bring you that one there. There's a few other people on Twitter saying that apparently Manchester United will pay 55 million euros for Onana, which is 47 million pounds plus add-on. So it's gone up a little bit. It was 42 earlier this week, and now apparently we will pay 47. So maybe that's what's held up the deal. Maybe Manchester United have been trying to negotiate, and Inter Milan have said, no, we want 47. They've said, no, we want 42, etc, etc. And they've eventually kind of landed on this fee, which is apparently going to be 55 million euros, which is 47 million pounds. As I said, I'm happy with that. He's a world-class goalkeeper. He's going to completely change the way we play. So yeah, I'm really happy. 47 million pounds, I think is a good deal. But do let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the comments section how you are feeling about Onana. Right, let's move on to the next story, guys. I'm going to keep this one quick and fast tonight. Lots and lots to get into. So let's move on to the next story. We've got a story coming out about Rasmus Hoyland. And unfortunately, it is not the most positive story. So brace yourselves for this one. This is coming out from Fabrizio Romano. It came out about 20 minutes or so ago. He says, Rasmus Hoyland remains Manchester United's key striker priority. However, they are yet to send an official bid as a new goalkeeper is the current priority. PSG have inquired about Hoyland. So this isn't the news we were hoping for. PSG have reportedly inquired about Hoyland, guys. Make of that what you will. Obviously, we know he wants to come to Manchester United, but at the end of the day, if we take too long, maybe he'll end up going there. Like, we all know that the priority is a goalkeeper. That's been reported. We need Onana to come through the club. But yeah, Fabrizio Romano is reporting that that apparently PSG have inquired about Hoyland. And as it stands, Manchester United have not made an official bid yet for Rasmus Hoyland. Very frustrating. Obviously, this evening, we only had one striker in our whole squad, and it was Joe Hojlund, who is a 20-year-old youth player. We don't have a single striker in our whole team at the moment on this pre-season tour. Very frustrating. I do hope we get this deal over the line, but as you all know, Manchester United are very slow. Right, somebody's asking in the chat, what is the plan B if Hoyland doesn't happen? Now this one's a bit of a grey area, so brace yourselves for this one. Obviously, we've been linked heavily with Taremi from Porto. He's 30 years of age. He had a really good season in the Portuguese league last year. I believe he got 30 goals and assists in about 30 matches. So Taremi's agent earlier on today put up an Instagram story of him at Manchester United at Old Trafford. I mean, make of that what you will. Obviously, that could mean anything, but maybe there's a surprise signing here. Maybe we will end up going for Taremi. I mean, we don't have a striker at all. We need 2 strikers. So maybe Taremi is going to be that second striker. It's one to keep an eye on. I do think it's interesting, and I do think it's worth talking about in the show because, as I said, his agent is at Old Trafford. That was up on Instagram earlier, on his Instagram story. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Yeah, somebody says, is it true his agent is in Manchester today? Yes, if for anybody wondering, Taremi's agent is currently in Manchester. We don't know exactly why, but I mean, if you put 2 and 2 together, Manchester United want Taremi, his agent's in Manchester. It does make you think that something's going on, but we will have to obviously keep an eye on that one. We will have to see what happens. I would really, really like to see Taremi at Manchester United, guys. I think he'd be a quality signing. He'd be available for around £30 million. He is 30 years of age, so he's a little bit older. He's not one for the future. He's one for now. But we do need 2 strikers this summer, in my opinion, guys. But do let me know in the live chat and in the comments section, would you like to see Taremi at Manchester United this season? I would say yes, I would. And if anybody is new to the channel, please do subscribe. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. We're very, very close. So let's see if we can hit that by the end of this stream. That would be a massive, massive achievement. So let's see if we can do that, guys. And also smash a like on the video. It doesn't cost any money. It's completely free. Let's see if we can do it. Why not? Especially if we can do it really, really on in the stream. That would be great. Right, let's move on to the next story, guys. I'm going to try and rattle through as much news as possible for you guys, and then we can get in some of your comments. So the next story we have for you guys this evening is for Scott McTominay. Now, there's a story coming out earlier on saying that that they believe that West Ham will make a move for Scott McTominay. We do believe that they will have to wait until Declan Rice deal is concluded. Obviously, the Declan Rice deal to Arsenal has not gone through yet. I don't know what's holding that up. Something's going on there. I don't know. But there are stories coming out that as soon as Arsenal buy Declan Rice, West Ham will look to bring in Scott McTominay. And it goes on to say that Manchester United are not actively looking to sell Scott McTominay, but a fee of around £30 million would be enough to tempt them into letting him go. So the price tag for Scott McTominay is about £30 million, guys. I think that would be a good deal. If we can sell him to West Ham for £30 million, I think that's a great bit of business. So I am hopeful about that one. Somebody in the chat is asking about Taremi. Apparently, he's available for around £30 million. So I think it's a good signing. As I said, guys, he had a really, really good season in the league, the Portuguese league last season. I think he actually had better stats than what's he called? Than Gonzalo Ramos, which is pretty mad. Obviously, he's a bit older, though. He's 30 years of age. He got 22 goals and 8 assists in 33 matches. So he averaged a goal or an assist pretty much every game. That's really, really good stats. So yeah, that is one to keep an eye on. We will, of course, bring you that if any more story comes out about Taremi to Manchester United. I personally would like to see him at the club, but do let me know in the live chat and do let me know in the comments section if you would like to see Taremi at Manchester United. The fee is believed to be around 30 million euros. That's what they're after, which is around, what, 25 million pounds? 30 euros, yeah, 25 million. That's what they were asking for, so we might be able to get him for a little bit less. We've just got to keep an eye on that one. Ultimately, we want Taremi and Rasmus Hoyland. I'm not saying just get Taremi, but yeah, we've got to be patient with that one, guys. We've got to keep an eye on it. Welcome to everybody who's just joining in the last few minutes. I hope you are doing well. Anybody who watched the game earlier, anybody who watched the pre-season game, let me know how you found the match. Let me know if there was any youth players that you were excited about. Yeah, I thought it was a good match overall. It was a bit boring, but it was good to see some youth players. Right, let's move on to the next story. So we've got a story coming out from sources in Italy saying that apparently Juventus have made an inquiry about signing Mason Greenwood after Atalanta did the same. So at the moment, as it stands, both Atalanta and Juventus are interested in signing Mason Greenwood on loan. I think either of them would be a really, really good move for him. I would probably say Atalanta would be better because I think he's guaranteed to play for Atalanta, whereas if he goes to Juventus, is he going to start over Vlahovic? Probably not. So I would probably say it would be a good move for Mason to go to Atalanta. But do let me know in the live chat. Let me know in the comments section. As I said, sources in Italy reporting that Juventus have made an inquiry about signing Mason Greenwood on loan. Atalanta have also made an inquiry as well. But yeah, I would probably say it'd be better for him to go to Atalanta if you were going to ask me. They also go on to say, though, that Premier League clubs are also interested in Mason Greenwood, and they are also looking to sign him on a permanent basis. How do you feel about that, guys? Would you be happy to let Mason Greenwood go on a permanent basis? I would say yes, I would. I would definitely, if someone's willing to pay us money for Mason Greenwood, I would definitely sell him. I would. But the reports we have heard were saying that Ten Hag did want to keep Mason Greenwood. He didn't want to sell him. So it's one to keep an eye on. We'll have to see how that story develops. But yeah, as it stands, guys, we have Atalanta and Juventus both interested in signing Mason Greenwood on loan. And apparently there are other Premier League clubs who are also interested, but they're also interested in bringing him on a permanent deal. So we will have to wait and see how that happens. We'll wait and see how that develops. But as it stands, guys, there is lots and lots of interest in in Mason Greenwood. Welcome to everybody joining in the last few minutes. Please do smash a like on the video, guys. Let's try and hit our target of 200 likes really, really early on in this video. And please do subscribe if you are new. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. The community is growing so quickly, guys. So massive shouts to all of you. Let's see how quickly we can hit this next target. Right, let's move on to the next story. As always, I try and get through all of the news as quickly as possible, and then I'll come back to the chat. I'll get you guys' opinions, and we'll do all of that good stuff. Now, another story for you here, guys. Now, this one I want you to take with a pinch of salt. I was going to lead with this, but I thought it was maybe a little bit, I don't know, a bit dodgy. Anyway, let's jump into it. So, Court Offside are reporting the following. Manchester United have apparently seen a cash plus Alex Telles bid rejected for Gonzalo Ramos. United could also let Fred go after talks with Fulham manager Marcus Silva. Doubts about Harry Maguire and McTominay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the headline of that story is, apparently, Manchester United have seen a cash plus Alex Telles bid rejected for Gonzalo Ramos. I don't know what to think about that one. I think we can put that one in the bin, to be completely honest with you. I think if we'd have actually put in a bid for Gonzalo Ramos, we would have seen it by a lot more journalists, okay? I know Fabrizio Romano does go on this platform, Court Offside they're called. I don't know how legit they are, but they are reporting today as an exclusive that apparently Manchester United had a bid rejected for Gonzalo Ramos. It was a Alex Telles plus cash bid that has been rejected. I'm not too sure about this one. Nobody else has been reporting this news. It was only this one platform, Court Offside, so I would probably say that it is a trash story. Let me know what you think in the live chat. I thought I'd bring it into the show just to kind of discuss and get you guys' opinions. I think it's trash, but do let me know what you think. I would welcome him at the club, though. I would like to see Gonzalo Ramos, but I don't think it's true. I do think it's way more likely we get this Taremi guy, to be honest with you guys. Anybody who's joining late, there is an Instagram story that's gone up where Taremi's agent is in Manchester at the moment at Old Trafford. He posted this on his Instagram story earlier. Obviously, Manchester United are interested in him, so I hope we get that deal done. I do. I hope we bring in this Taremi guy. I really, really do. As I said, he got 30 goals and assists in 30 matches in the Portuguese league last season. I would 100% bring him to Manchester United next year. I think he looks like a good player. He's obviously a little bit older, but he is experienced. He would do the job. Him and Rasmus Hoyland, that is quality. Yeah, as Dave says, the easiest thing to think of here is, didn't Alex Telles play for Porto? Like, he's never going to sign for Benfica. So I think we can automatically put that story in the bin, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about it anyway because it is a news show. There's a little bit of news here on outgoings. It's not the most glamorous outgoings, but I thought I would bring it to you anyway. So Will Fish, who just played in the Manchester United game, the 2-0 win against Leeds, apparently he is going to go on loan to Hibernian for 1 season. Again, not the most exciting bit of news, but Will Fish, young centre-back, he is about to move on loan to Hibernian for a season-long loan. So good luck to him. We wish him all the best. I hope he has a good loan spell there. We will keep an eye on that one. Now, I did want to mention this one again really quickly. We did do a video about it earlier on this afternoon. So there is a story linking João Felix to Manchester United that came out today. This was coming from sources in Spain saying that Manchester United have made contact about the possibility of signing João Felix. They go on to say that the player is seduced by the idea of staying in England and will leave Atletico Madrid, likely on loan. Obviously, you've got to remember with this one, guys, João Felix apparently has fallen out with Diego Simeone. He obviously just signed a new contract. He was on loan at Chelsea. Manchester United tried to sign him in January, didn't they? But we ended up with we ended up with Weghorst. So I would welcome this move. I really, really would. So let's hope that João Felix comes to Manchester United, because I think he's a quality player. And I really, really do think that he would do well at Manchester United. But do let me know in the live chat if you would like to see João Felix at Manchester United, because I definitely would. I think he'd be a good signing. But do let me know how you're feeling about that one. Right, let's have a quick look where we are. As I said, guys, we've got so much to get into on this evening's show, so do smash a like on the video. We've got a 200 likes target for the video, so let's see if we can get that. And big ups to all the people who watched the watch along as well, guys, and have still watched this as well. Literally, we did a 2-hour long watch along and then finished that and then went straight back into this, guys. So yeah, we've really, really gone for it. But we've really, really done it for you tonight, guys. Lots and lots of content. So I hope you guys do appreciate it. Let's have a little look what we've got here then. Okay. So let's talk about this story that we've got about, what's he called? About Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So everybody's wondering, what's the title about? Sir Jim Ratcliffe to buy Barcelona? Question mark. Now, there's a story coming out from Kieran Maguire, who is, he's a very reliable football finance expert. Very, very good person in the industry. He's a finance expert specifically to do with football. And Kieran Maguire has said that he thinks Sir Jim Ratcliffe is eyeing up Barcelona as the Ineos boss looks to acquire Manchester United. And he goes on to say that Sir Jim Ratcliffe exploring different club options in Sheikh Jassim boost. Now, as you guys all know, it does very much look like Sir Jim Ratcliffe is out of the race for Manchester United. Now, this story came out today. It was out at about 10 o'clock this morning, but I did miss it. This Kieran Maguire guy, who, as I said, is a football finance expert, is saying that he believes Sir Jim Ratcliffe is eyeing up buying Barcelona. Obviously, we know Barcelona are in financial difficulties. Sir Jim Ratcliffe did try and buy Barcelona. I think it was a couple of seasons ago. But Barcelona in the end decided to not sell to anybody. They said they'd keep the team and just get loads of debt. I think this would be a good move. I do. I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe buying Barcelona, I would say go and buy them, mate, because we do not want you at Manchester United. That is a fact. We do not want Barcelona. Sorry. We do not want Sir Jim Ratcliffe buying Manchester United. If he wants to go and buy Barcelona, then go and do that. But please do not buy Manchester United. That is my stance. At the end of the day, guys, I could see something like this happening. I could see him going for another club. He clearly wants to, you know, expand his empire, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I do think this story is interesting. And as I said, Kieran Maguire, he's a football finance expert. He is somebody, when you hear an article come out for, you do listen, because he doesn't just come out with complete rubbish. Obviously, this is just his opinion, saying that he believes that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is looking at other clubs and that Barcelona would be a club that he would like to buy. As I said, Sir Jim Ratcliffe nearly bought Barcelona a few years ago, so I do think it makes sense. As I've said many, many times, for me, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is out of the race for Manchester United. He is. We've heard absolutely nothing about him for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Not a single word. All we heard was him a couple of weeks ago saying that buying Manchester United would be some fun, and that, you know, he likes going to the pub and talking about football and all the rest of it. Like, there's no positive stories about Manchester United and Sir Jim Ratcliffe circling at the moment. It's very much Sheikh Jassim or the Glazers, isn't it? So I do think this story that's come out today seems believable. I do think that maybe Sir Jim Ratcliffe will look at other options if he doesn't get Manchester United. And I think Barcelona would be a good club to go and buy for someone like that. Obviously, they're in financial difficulties at the moment. They are up for sale. They are looking for investment. That is exactly what Sir Jim Ratcliffe is looking for. So, yeah, I mean, if he goes and does that, hats off to him. I feel sorry for the Barcelona fans, but at the end of the day, Barcelona are in such a mess already that I don't think it can really get any worse for them, can it, to be completely honest with you. But do let me know in the live chat. Let me know what you think about this story that's coming out from Kieran Maguire, football finance expert, saying that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is exploring different club options and could look at buying Barcelona, who are up for sale and are seeking investment at the moment. Fred says, will the Glazers go with him to Barcelona? I don't think so, mate. I mean, they should do, shouldn't they? Why don't the Glazers sell Manchester United and then go and buy Barcelona? Yeah, that would probably be good for them, wouldn't it? Right, let's see what else we've got on this evening's show. As we said, the Onana situation is very, very frustrating. The Hoyland situation is very, very frustrating. There's nothing more than I want to do the here we go for Onana. It's dragged on far too long. We really need to get this deal over the line. It is very frustrating, but it is what it is. There's not too much we can do about it, to be completely honest with you guys. at the end of the day, I do think Onana will join the club, so we do have to be patient. We really, really do. Yeah, I mean, I just want to say as well, guys, really, really quickly, Mason Mount had a great first half for Manchester United today. He did really, really well. And hats off to all of those youth players. They absolutely smashed it. It was an enjoyable game in the second half. The first half was pretty boring, to be completely honest with you. But Mason Mount was one element of the team that did really, really well. Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, we've just got to wait and see what happens with the takeover. We do. I do think that the reason, it's gone very quiet, which I do think is positive. But at the moment, we are all in the same, we're all in the same situation. We're just waiting for more news to come out. So let's hope the news that does come out is positive, and let's hope that the Glazers leave the club, because that's all we really want at the end of the day, isn't it? We want the Glazers out of the club. We want full sale. If they want to go and buy Barcelona, then go and do it. If they want to team up with Sir Jim and go and buy Barcelona, then go and do it. We just don't want you at Manchester United anymore. That is the black and white of it. So let's just hope that we're edging closer and closer to the Glazers leaving, because they are literally doing my head in. They really, really are. I was feeling quite positive about the transfer window for a little bit, but seeing how long it's taken for Onana to come in, seeing how long it's taken to get Rasmus Hoyland, the fact that Fabrizio Romano has come out today saying that we haven't even put in a bid for him yet, and that PSG are now interested, I mean, it's not great, is it? If PSG come in for Rasmus Hoyland, I reckon he'll probably go there, because PSG can move faster, can't they? Anybody asking about the title of the video? So there's a story coming out from Kieran Maguire, who is a football finance expert, and he says that Sir Jim Ratcliffe exploring different club options in Sheikh Jassim Boost. It says Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to own the club, but is struggling to win his battle against Sheikh Jassim. And Kieran Maguire, football finance expert, says that he thinks that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is eyeing up Barcelona. Only Barcelona are looking for investment or a sale, so he could go and get them now. And I think that would be a good move for him if he went and did that. I think that would be really, really solid. So that's one to keep an eye on. I don't think Sir Jim Ratcliffe's in the race anymore, to be completely honest with you. I do think it's, the Glazers versus Sheikh Jassim. Yeah, apparently Barcelona are up for sale, or at least up for investment. They pulled all those levers last summer. They are still in a complete financial mess, so we will have to keep an eye on that one, guys. We will. Let's see what else we've got for tonight's show. Please do smash a like on the video, guys. There's over 250 of you watching this evening. Absolutely amazing. As I said, we were live for 2 hours, finished that stream, and then went live straight again. So we've been live for like 3 hours today in a row, non-stop. So do smash a like on the video if you are, if you are enjoying the content, and do subscribe if you're new. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers. We're getting very, very close now, guys. So let's see how quickly we can do it. Right, this show isn't going to be as long as it is usually. Obviously, as I said, we were live for like 2.5 hours before this, so it was more of just a quick one to get through all of the different news stories. We've got about 10 minutes left of the video, guys, so do get your live chats in and do get involved in the comment section. I will read out as many as I can. People talking about Mason Greenwood. So, as I said, guys, Juventus and Atalanta have reportedly inquired about Mason Greenwood, and apparently Premier League clubs have also inquired. Some even inquiring about a full move for Mason Greenwood, so not a loan. Again, it's one to keep an eye on. I don't think Mason Greenwood will be a Manchester United player next season. I think he'll go out on loan or be sold. We do need to just keep an eye on it, though, guys, because anything can happen in this transfer market, Yeah, anything can happen. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't think Mason Greenwood will be here next season. I think he'll be out on loan somewhere. And it looks like there's plenty of people who want to take him, which is positive for him, isn't it? Let's have a read of a few more. Right, we've kind of have rattled through all of the news today, guys. As I said, we were live for like 2 hours already before this, so I did just want to bring you all of the latest news. Yeah, so I'm not going to drag out this stream for too much longer, because obviously we will be back at 8 a.m. UK time tomorrow for our usual 1 hour stream. Again, massive shouts to everybody who's watched us tonight. Please do like the video on your way out, and please do subscribe. I will be live, of course, tomorrow at 8 a.m. for the usual 1 hour stream. If anything breaks between now and tomorrow morning, I will, of course, go live. So do make sure you subscribe. Do make sure you hit the notification bell. I hope you have a lovely evening or morning wherever you are in the world. Lots of love to you all. Peace out, and speak tomorrow at 8 a.m.